Well, it's your boy Cartoon Cat Dre 5 EXE. Well, I'm hungry, so let's check what's in the fridge. Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay, what were we watching the TV? Abso-fucking-lutely. Coke. Fries. A burger. I'ma wash all that down with some Coke. I just remembered. I have to debunk some BS.
Hello, guys. Today, we are making and analyzing Godzilla Final Wars and Siren Head for Find Out Who Gonna Win. Anyway, let's get started.
dmgodzillaratedits will need to bag my fries and I'll explain why later.
First, I want to start with Siren Head for scale. But the problem is, have few scale for Siren Head.
Alright, send the scans then.
So sorry Siren Head fans. So, according to the author, Siren Head is Tulpa entity in Trevor Henderson verse. And Tulpa means a materialized being or from, typically in human shape. So this means, this statement makes Siren Head cosmic entity and conceptual creature. The abilities of Siren Head is sound manipulation, disguise mastery, adaptation, and corruption. If you think Siren Head is just a modern entity, but if you thinking like this, you're claiming wrong. We have proved the Siren Head is ancient entity. The proof is, you see in this picture in cave drawed Siren Head. This means Siren Head is lived in Neanderthal humans era to our era. So I'm giving Siren Head 6D at best.
Well, I'm kinda surprised what you said was true, but if we use the scan that he scales up to beings like Cartoon Cat and Long Horse, then could potentially be outerversal. But yeah, he still stomps Final Wars Godzilla anyways. But yeah, this time I have to agree with you on this though.
Now let's move on to the Final Wars Godzilla. Final Wars Godzilla can do air, acid, radiation energy, these, explosion manipulation.
Well, surprisingly, I don't see anything like Cap in there, so yeah, I'm gonna let it slide.
And his stamina and speed is nearly limitless.
This does not even deserve a captain's log introduction, because this is dead serious.
In Final Wars, Godzilla was tanked 3 explosions, and he was not gived reaction or standard like not happened.
This is fucking large planetoid without any context.
And Godzilla can do nuclear pulse and film, after absorb the energy and used nuclear pulse against Kaiser Ghidorah. Final Wars Goji was lifted, kicked Kaiser Ghidorah in air, and Kaiser Ghidorah was 100.0 weight tons, and he lifted both Hedorah and Abira too.
Like earlier, those two scans are just planetary without any context.
And Final Wars Godzilla is original Godzilla 1954, and he was survived from Oxygen Destroyer in 2 minutes. And fun fact, Final Wars owns 54 Goji, and he can absorb the air. Also, he was frozen in Antarctica in 50 years and survived. Now, people says Final Wars Godzilla is idiot because humans froze him in 50 years. Now how the stupid statement it is, we have reason. Final Wars Goji has human level Q, and Godzilla survived an asteroid who killed dinosaurs because of his age.
Well, I don't see anything cap about those scans, but there's one thing I would like to point out though. You saying Final Wars Godzilla is boundless. Literally, if Final Wars Godzilla was boundless, then literally none of these two pictures would have harmed him. Like, you said that he survived. You didn't say he was completely immune to them. Like, hear me out. The meaning of boundless is like the beings like who like scale above like extraversal and like how high outerversal beings, or like extraversal and high outerversal beings like outscale outerversal beings, and yet those two pictures shown in this do nothing to outerversal beings. So yeah, basically boundless greater arrow extraversal, greater arrow, high outerversal, greater arrow, outerversal. So yeah, these two pictures shown already disprove your claim on Final Wars Godzilla being boundless.
Now, let's talk about Final Wars Godzilla's cosmology. Final Wars Godzilla has Kaiser and heavenly form. Think, because everyone's saying he has a heavenly form.
Okay, go ahead and explain how Final Wars Godzilla is heavenly. Go ahead and explain how those two meanings like exactly fit Final Wars Godzilla's description being heavenly. Not like that you explain how, you just said it. Like, go ahead and explain how. Plus, the movie never stated if Final Wars Godzilla was heavenly or not. So this would refute any scan of you saying that Final Wars Godzilla is a heavenly kaiju.
And Kaiser's has cosmic energy, and they are omnipotent.
Okay, go ahead and explain how they're cosmic kaijus. It's not like everyone's gonna like understand those two screenshots. Like, go ahead and explain how they're like cosmic entities. Again, you just said it. You didn't explain it. Okay, this person just admitted that the kaijus were universal to multiversal, and yes, I'm sure he thinks that Final Wars Godzilla scales up to those universal or multiversal kaijus. So yeah, even if Final Wars Godzilla is universal or multi, he would still lose. Considering the fact that Siren Head could potentially get an the scaling up to Cartoon Cat and Long Horse, who are easily outerversal, since yeah, the other Patron 6 like Feta King or the Man with Upside Down Face, so yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna explain how Siren Head is outerversal. I mean, potentially outerversal. I personally think Siren Head is multiversal, but he could go to outerversal, and there are arguments for that. Like, for example, like Siren Head could like harm Long Horse and keep up to Long Horse, and he could like tank attacks or endure attacks from Long Horse. And yes, this backs my argument up considering the fact that Long Horse is also a potential outerversal being, like I said earlier. I personally think Siren and the Long Horse are multi, but yeah, they have arguments that are leading to outer considering the fact that these two creatures could like tank our attacks from Cartoon Cat, who is an easily outerversal to hide outerversal being. And yes, Cartoon Cat is easily outerversal to high outerversal considering the fact that he could like alter his own size, which is easily outerversal since considering the fact like that into low ballers, this is not a high uni plus feat, considering the fact there are plenty of stuff bigger than the universe. And yes, they're probably like stuff bigger than a multiverse and a hyperverse. So yeah, this at best puts up the high outerversal. So yeah, considering the fact Sarnet could like tank our attacks from Long Horse and Cartoon Cat, this backs my argument to Sarnet being outer. And I said earlier, I personally think he's multi, but he could be argued to outer while like tanking our attacks and like harming outerversal beings. And yeah, as I said earlier, he could also tank and withstand our attacks from outerversal beings. I was a bit wrong earlier about Longhorse being multi. He is outer via being infinite in size, which is easily an outerversal feat.
Space G transcends law of physics, which is outerversal.
There are two stuff I would like to classify here. Firstly, Space Godzilla is a Heisei kaiju, not a Final Wars kaiju. And second of all, I don't understand what the orange text is saying, so it's free for me to ignore it, since I don't understand what it's saying. So yeah, proceed.
Final Wars kaijus are non-existent.
How they have an abstract existence. It's not like they're gonna go outerversal for that, since there's one scan. One of your scans of that video already like refutes this scan. Like one of your own scans already refutes this scan. Like the universal to multiversal scan already refutes the abstract existence scans, considering the fact that this scan may lead the Final Wars causes to outerversal, but that one you need to multi-scan already refutes this scan. So yeah, proceed.
Final Wars is strongest Godzilla version. Even Toho himself accurate this.
Holy yeah, Braun. Firstly, as I said earlier, Final Wars Godzilla is large planetary at best, and for Monsterverse Godzilla, Monsterverse version 8 a star, which leads to star level. And for Godzilla Earth, I don't know how to explain, but from what I heard, Godzilla Earth's atomic breath destroys black holes, which is probably like solar system at best, I think. And for sure, Godzilla, from what I heard, he's universal. So yeah, don't ask me this. That's just from what I heard. I didn't make this up. I didn't explain this. Yeah, that's from what I heard. And for the Heisei version, the Heisei is multi. Again, just like Showa Godzilla being universal, I just heard. Okay? So yeah, the last two statements, Showa Godzilla is uni, while Heisei is multi. These two are from what I heard. I didn't explain them, okay? Heisei Godzilla, greater arrow than Showa Godzilla, greater arrow than Godzilla Earth, greater arrow than Monsterverse Godzilla, greater than Final Wars Godzilla.
Kaiser Ghidorah is most strongest Ghidorah version.
What you said of Final Wars Godzilla being the strongest version of Godzilla and all the statements you just said without explain how Kaiser Ghidorah is the strongest version of King Ghidorah. It's not like you're gonna just say it, not explain it. So yeah, explain it, not just saying it.
And he is cosmic too.
Just like earlier, explain how Kaiser Ghidorah is a cosmic being.
Now, we know the answer. Final Wars one shot.